What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. I'm coming to talk to y'all about the prophetic number of 100. 100 is basically the prophetic number of God's word not coming back void, despite of the decisions we decide to make outside of His will. If anybody knows the story of Abraham and Sarah in the book of Genesis, so basically 3 angels came to Abraham, and one of the angels told Abraham that, your wife is going to bear a child this time next year. This time next year, I'm going to come back and your wife is going to bear a child. So Sarah heard that and she chuckled like, I'm already old. I'm not bearing no children. I don't know what she's talking about. So at that point in time, old to them is probably like old to us. People feel like you got to have children by the age of 30. So don't specifically know her age at that point in time where she felt like she was too old to have children. She could have been 30 or 35 and was like, yeah, no. So she ended up telling Abraham, hey, go sleep with our servant girl Hagar and have, go have a baby with her because I'm too old to bear a child. So I don't know what the angel was talking about, which prolonged the time period that the angel said next year you're going to bear a child, because she didn't trust God and she didn't trust God, and she was like, yo, like I said, I'm too old to bear a child. So, I don't know what you're talking about. So she just was like, go to her. She's younger and go have sex with her. So that's what Abraham did. He had sex with her. They had a son together, and it prolonged them, like I said. And she didn't bear a child until she was 90 and Abraham was 100, and she bared her son Isaac. And I just say that to say this, that, God's word does not come back void. And many a times, even when we step outside the will of God, God can say, I'm going to make you a business owner, or you're going to have this house, you're going to have this car, and we decide to go out and go get it ourselves, or do it ourselves. And it's not the way that God said do it, or He saw fit to be done, and we just do it anyways. So like I said, His word cannot come back void. So whether it comes back, it came back, I don't know how many years. She could have been 30 and she said, nah, I'm too old. And now she's 90. That's a whole bunch of years difference. That's what, like 50 years, 60 years difference. That's a 60-year difference. And you still bear the child, because His word does not come back void. Many of us been in relationships for 7-8 years, and you never was supposed to be in it. And, you were supposed to prosper in life and have this, that, and the third. But because you decided to, step outside of the will of God, it postponed your blessing. And most of the times, some people, might die without getting what God said is theirs, but their children is going to get it. Their grandchildren is going to get it. So God's word still does not come back void, in the sense of what we think like, yo, we got to do it. Like God, it can come to you like, say if my dad or my mom didn't do something, now it's hitting me and now I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So His word still didn't come back void. If I don't do it, my children's going to do it. His word still doesn't come back void. It's going to, His will be done regardless. So I was just saying this to say that the number 100 is God's word not coming back void. Many people are going to be getting blessings that they should have been getting years ago, and they're going to be reaping it now because they're in a better situation, a better space, the better atmosphere for them to receive things from God. So yeah, just remember, God's word does not come back void, and just don't step outside of the will of God, because who wants to wait, 60 years for something that He said she was going to get next year, and she had to wait 60, however many years. I don't know the time period of how she felt, how old she was then when she laughed, but that's a long time. From a year to many years, that's a long time. So I'm just saying that, say this, just stay in the will of God, keep going, keep pushing. It may be hard, but to get that blessing and to reap what God said is yours is the best thing in the world. But yeah, that's what I came to talk to y'all about. Peace.